Themus, Fulks, and Jamichael Stillwell when you guys are ready.
All right, guys, you guys pick up another win against a pretty solid team. What was Coach Dawkins' message to you guys afterward?
Just defense and guarding our yard, playing together as a team, and just liking on the defensive side.
This is a question for Themus. I mean, coming in this game, second in Big 12 for assists. You were not only dishing it out today, but
Wait,
also.
who's number one?
I am not sure on that.
Okay.
I know you're number two, though,
Okay.
for a fact. But maybe you can surpass him, hopefully. But for the game today, led in, I'm not sure if you led in points, we don't have the stats, but scored a lot of points and you were dishing it out today. What was it like to be out on the court?
I play with really good teammates. Like, these guys are really good players, so I feel like when they key in on them, I can take my chances. But the coaching staff just do a great job in just putting us in position to be successful, and I just think I took advantage of my opportunity.
Towson was able to keep things even with you at the start of the second half there, but you guys were able to really lock down later on in the second half on defense. Just how that second half sort of evolved defensively for both of you guys.
You said the second half?
Yeah, how the second half kind of evolved defensively. Towson, you both kind of got out offensively, and then you managed to lock them down.
Well, in the locker room, coach said he wasn't satisfied yet, and he knew they wasn't going to give up. So he just said we got to lock in and score 0-0. And we just took that in our mind and we just established that.
I got a question for both of you guys. It felt like a game where maybe the offensive distribution was more, even. How much easier is a game like this where it feels like most of the teammates are kind of contributing all at once, where it's just not on one guy to take most of the charge?
I feel like everybody was locked in, from the bench to the starter. I feel like everybody was locked in. I feel like when people's name was called, they came in ready to play and they contribute.
Obviously, you guys played with each other in Milwaukee. Just how are things settling in here at UCF with new teammates around you? You guys seem to be playing well. How are you guys kind of fitting in with everyone?
I feel like we're fitting pretty good. Me and him, we played the same team last year, so we played a certain type of way. So now we're we're continuing to play how we played together, with the chemistry, but also knowing we got good teammates as well and trying to factor it in. As a team, we're just trying to get better each week, and we're not trying to reach our peak right now. So we're just going to continue to look at film, just keep getting better, and just keep elevating for conference.
And kind of going back to that, is there kind of a certain mindset going into every game now with a winning streak like this? Is there a common message after every game that you guys win?
We're just trying to go 1-0. Every game is another opportunity, and we just focus on defensive side for 8 kills. We get 8 kills, then it's like 97% you're gonna win the game.
After a hot start to the season, Riley Kugel is at single-digit points for back-to-back games, but the rest of you guys have been able to really step up since then. Just what's it been like with Riley the past couple of weeks, and what's it been like kind of with everyone else stepping up offensively?
No, he's been great with trying to focus in on the defensive end, taking on a challenge, trying to guard some of the premier players. Just taking on the challenge. Everybody know what Riley can do. We know what Riley can do. When he gets going, we're kind of unstoppable. You know what I mean? But that don't really mean too much. Riley's more about winning and losing. He cared more about wins and losses, and I think he had 6 points today. But he was one of the happiest guys in the locker room because he played good defense and we got the win.
You talked on watching game film. What was some key things you focused on for this matchup?
It was gonna be like kind of like iso ball a little, and we was gonna have to lock in 30 seconds of the shot clock and not give up.
You guys just have 3 games the rest of the month before you start conference play in January. Just kind of what do you really have to lock in on to be ready for Big 12 play?
Really, like I said, defense. We still got a lot of things to clean up on the defensive side and rebounding. I feel like offensive side we're gonna get better, but I feel like we can score whenever we want to score. It's really the defensive side and keep playing together as a team.
Time for a few more.
And on that note, with conference play coming up, just kind of what's the overall level of confidence in this team up to this point in the season?
I feel like we got a big situation here. I feel like we can do some big things with this team, and I feel like we're gonna do some big things with this team.
next Mercer is up next, got another 10-day wait. What was it like kind of being off for over a week coming into today and how do you approach that against the next one?
Man, I think that we came out the way we came out because we was excited to play someone else. You know, we were just going at it in practice, and Coach is doing a great job keeping us humble and just making us focus in on getting better each and every day. So these practices are grinds, and they're way harder than the games. You know, I can't get into detail, but they're extreme sometimes. But yeah, practice is practice. I feel like we went through a lot this week, and it got us ready for this game, and we played really good. We got the kills, you know, but you got to keep stacking and just keep getting better.
Last question here.
Continuing on with that, you guys have, like you said, 10 days off until your next game. What are the advantages or disadvantages of so much time off?
We can get way better on the defensive side. Feel like we can lock in more chemistry on the defensive side, and you know, just get better as a team. You know, and recover too.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks.